Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to It's a Love Thing. And we want to say happy Thanksgiving to you. We are so glad that you tuned in to us, and we have some hot topics that we're going to be popping this evening. All right, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back and get ready, 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 ready. See you in a moment. Okay, I would love to introduce Dr. Rock. Sam was one of her hot topics that she's gonna be talking about this evening. So get ready, cause here she come, Dr. Rock.
Yes, I'm in the house. Oh, hello, everyone. This is Dr. Rock in the house. I just want my topic today is about mental health. It's a lot of things that's going on. People don't go and get to help for mental health. It's just a sad situation, and plus the holidays are coming up, and I believe people definitely need to just get help because there's a lot of people that are very sad around this time. And I just feel like people should just, talk about it instead of, because a lot of people keep it in. And it's very important that they talk about it because that's what makes them, decide to commit suicide or anything like that because they don't talk about it. But mental health to me is a good topic for today because of what's going on with a lot of people. So, so maybe Tiffany could piggyback on that.
Definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I definitely, and the only thing that I can say is we need to check on our loved ones because they have these restrictions. Everything is shutting down. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It is the most depressing time in the holidays where people commit suicide because they don't have their loved ones or they don't have someone to celebrate with. So they do commit suicide or they do feel like they are alone. So just like Dr. Rock said, reach out to your family members and just check on them and make sure that they are okay for the holidays.
Well, yes, indeed. I definitely agree with the both of you. And because of this pandemic that's going on with this coronavirus, there's even more people going through the mental problems that they might have had already or are cured through this process that we're going through with the pandemic. So it is important for us to be in contact with our loved ones to make sure that everybody is doing okay. And so we could show them love and compassion and showing that we care for them. So, Dr. Rock, thank you so much for coming in with that topic. I know you have some more that you want to talk about. And, Sweet Tea, I'm going to go to you since you were already talking to ask you about what topic you would like to go through today.
So Sweet Tea want to bring the heat because Sweet Tea bring the tea. So my topic today is, ladies, I want to know how y'all feel about being friends with your significant other on social media.
I definitely feel like if it shouldn't be a problem if it's like just be honest, far as long as they respect you on there, with being on social media and being friends, or you friends with them too, and they don't get mad at the friends that was already friends with you on social media. I mean, I feel like they need to understand that you had those friends on social media before you got with them or whatever. It's not that you care about them and you love them, but you just have these friends that's on social media.
I
Hmm.
definitely agree with what you're saying because it comes in with maturity and trust. Okay. And if you be on social media and your significant other be on there, it really falls back on yourself, how you're going to conduct yourself with it. Nobody can piggyback off of anything that you may do if you carry yourself in a proper manner.
I feel like if anybody has a problem with their significant other being on social media, more than likely they're out there doing something they have no business doing, or they're very low self-esteem. Okay, that's my whole input on the situation. As far as my topic, ladies, what do you do when you're in a relationship that has gone sour? Okay, what do you do to spice it up? Do you try to make it work, or do you just pull up?
Well, I feel like you go and you get the sexiest stuff that you have to wear.
Right.
And you put it on, and you put your little Bath and Body Works stuff. You clean yourself up, and you just look. And you put your heels on. Don't forget your red heels.
Right.
Put them on, stiletto, and you can spruce. You'll be able to spruce that up, and he'll be the next day. He'll be saying, "Wow, honey, want to get married?"
It depends on why it went sour.
Some things you want to fix, some things you want to get rid of. Okay, so
Right.
it all depends on that situation.
Okay, my topic is how to make a turkey. How do you bake a turkey? Someone please tell me.
First of all, you got to look at your pounds of the turkey to determine how long that you want to keep it in your oven. Okay, so with that, I could just tell you how I make my turkey, but everybody make their turkeys different.
I just rub the olive oil all over it before I put it in the bag with the flour and my seasons. Okay, and it is really delicious like that.
Mm-hmm. But
so, ladies, am I the only one that's deep frying the turkey?
You get one that's already cooked. Purdue. It's called Purdue.
When I honk the horn, run the plate to my car. Red Bomber.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is a mess.
So our topic is I am my sister keeper. So in order to keep a sister, and you saying that you really a sister keeper, I want to hear your side of how do you continue on being that sister keeper? Okay, because you are my sister keeper. I want to hear about how the tightness is and how us ladies can get along with each other without all the jealousy, because we go through some stuff. So I would love to hear each one of you talk about what I am my sister keeper means to you.
I am my sister's keeper means to me woman empowerment, uplifting each other. I'm all for it. Like, I'm here for the uplifting. I need to encourage my sisters just to make sure that we're good. If something's wrong, they have my shoulder to cry on. If it's something that I could do for them, then I'm there to try to do whatever it is. Also, if they're going through something, I could just be that listening ear, because sometimes us as sisters, we just want that person to listen to us. I'm going to be there to motivate my sisters. So again, for me, I am my sister keeper is all about woman empowerment.
The world can be a lonely place sometimes, and sometimes you don't have blood relatives that are around for you, and God gives you sisters that aren't even your blood, that are more sisters than your blood sisters. So then you have your sister's keeper.
You have to be able to listen to one another. You're not always going to have the same opinion, okay? But to listen to one another gives you input on what the other person is feeling, okay? You have to be able to feel. You have to be able to give. You most definitely have to be able to love, okay? Without those recipes, how can you be your sister's keeper?
Yes. I am my sister's keeper. Definitely. I feel like a sister's keeper should always be respectful of one another, look out for one another, because you have people that, They might not look out for, like you said, sisters. It might not be a blood sister. It can be a sister that you've been knowing for years. A sister, you can tell her anything and you never hear it back, or she can tell you anything and you never, you won't say it back, or she won't. To me, that's sisterhood, showing love. Both, it goes both ways, equal love towards one another. Um, and also, just things, even with that, if I have something to talk to you about, I don't care what time of the night, can I call you? I should be able to call you to talk to you, because you are my sister's keeper. So it shouldn't be a problem with me talking to you if I have a problem, because I'm hurting inside and I need a sister to talk to. So I believe that they should be open, as a sister should be open about it.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
I agree with that. I can hear
Yes.
people say on that subject that we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about that I'm my
Mm-hmm.
sister keeper. You could talk that talk, but you got to
Right.
walk that walk.
That walk. Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can say what they feel and what they think
Mm-hmm.
that it should be, or they would like what it would be. But as we know, as women, as
Mm-hmm.
ladies, that
Right.
everybody don't walk that walk. You would
Mm-mm.
expect
Mm-mm.
that person that say, I am my sister keeper. But then when you
Mm-hmm.
turn your back, and sometimes your back ain't turned, it'll be right in front of your face, that personality is sour. Okay? So my thing is, being a sister keeper is being real. Okay? Being real with the fact
Mm-hmm.
of that we're cool. I love you. When I say I love you,
Mm-hmm.
I mean it. I'm not going to say I love you in front of your face. Then as soon as you turn your back, I'm trying to cut you down. I'm talking about you. I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
this and I'm doing that. But then when you come
Mm-hmm.
in front of me, oh, I'm your sister keeper.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you gotta come better than that, because
Mm-hmm.
guess what? I need you just as much as you need
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Okay, you can't go through life
Mm-hmm.
thinking that you could be all by yourself. That's a miserable type of personality. I
Mm-hmm.
believe a sister keeper ain't supposed to divide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're not supposed to divide.
Yes.
You're not supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be jealous
Yes.
of one another. you
No.
know and I'm like this, a
Mm-mm.
sister keeper is when you fall down, and that's on both sides, you're supposed to
Right.
be there for each other.
Other.
You
Yep.
understand? And a sister
Mm-hmm.
keeper, if you
Yep.
fall short, don't try to put it on your other sister keeper when you know you the one with the issues.
Right.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Right.
we got to
Absolutely.
be strong with each other and real with each other. That's why a lot of us have under five on our finger as a real sister keeper. Okay, because it's hard to find that. So once I say you are my sister keeper, and I mean that from my heart, it comes from
Mm-hmm.
my heart. Okay? It comes from my
Yeah.
heart. If there's a problem, because we all fall short of the glory of God,
Mm-hmm.
if it's something that we may go through, let's talk it out. But I ain't going to keep on going through it, because just like I could say bye boy, I could say bye girl. Okay? That
Mm-hmm.
could come, I
Yep.
mean, really
Yes.
honestly,
That's right.
because
Mm-hmm.
your maturity level is not where mine's is at. And if I
Right.
need to be fixed in that area, then I want to be fixed. Come clean with me, come straight with me and say, look, this is something you might want to think about that you need to fix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mhm.
And I should be able to come to my sister keeper
Right.
and say the same thing. Don't come at me
Mhm.
either as like you this young thing when you got age on you. It comes with maturity. The younger ones watch us. So if they watch us,
Mhm.
we should come with a clean slate so they can learn off of us on how to be. Okay? Ladies need to stop being so, not all, but a lot of majority rules, jealous of each other, and stop trying to cut each other down. Okay? If you
Mhm.
can't say nothing good about a person, then don't say nothing at all. We all have learned that. Okay?
Right.
Don't
Mhm.
say you walk with God and you doing the opposite.
I love all you ladies, and I'm here. whenever you need me, whatever you need me. I'm here, that listening ear. You need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here.
All right, Tiff, I want to say the same thing. I'm here, ladies. You know, I am my sister's keepers. If you ever need me, I'm here for you. I'm serious. If you can, you know, if you need a shoulder cry, you can call me. I don't care what time it is. I don't care if me and Earl is doing a do. You can still call me. You know.
Yeah. I would answer it. That's a turn on. Well, I definitely love you all. And I just met most of you, okay? But whenever I can be there for you, I will be too.
I never was taught good relationship practices from my mother and father because my father was an alcoholic and my mother was an enabler. So they didn't teach me good interpersonal uh, relationships. So I mess up a lot. And I want all my sisters to forgive me if I do things that harm you. A lot of people came from very dysfunctional interrelationship families. So we're learning things as we go on. So I hope I continue to learn to be my sister's keeper.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes,
Honesty
That's
is
the biggest
one
thing.
of the best policies.
yes. I like that. I like that. But you know what?
I want to
We
say
stand
this,
with each other.
Vivian, you are a strong person. Even though you went through what you went through coming up, you still made it out of life. Okay. And you're still making it out of life.
Yeah,
You're still
yeah.
a caring person. And even though you weren't taught certain values, like you said, you taught it to your children. Your children are very respectful. Okay, they're love bugs. And I really have to give you applaud on that because you had to learn that on your own. And audience hear this too. We got to keep it real in order for us to go to the next level and be in positive walks. And that's what God wants us to be. Let's stop hurting one another. Okay, let's stop tearing each other down. Empowerment. That is
Yeah,
very strong. That is a strong word. That is a
yeah,
strong walk to walk with.
yeah.
Okay? If you haven't start walking that way, it's never too late as long as you have breath. But at least
Right.
try. And with
No,
that,
it's not.
ladies, we're going to
Yes.
go into another commercial and we'll be right back. You're on
Yes.
It's a Love Thing.
It's a
Woo,
love
woo,
thing.
We're going to talk about wigs. You like synthetic hair or human hair? Well, Viv, I mean.
The thing of it is I can't answer that question because I don't wear wigs. I don't know what to say.
Well, we don't all have long hair like you, Dr. Rock.
I'm
We
just,
don't all have that option, you
I
know.
mean, I don't know
Yes,
what to
sir.
say. uh-huh. No, I mean, you know, I'm just saying, if I had to do a show or, you know, if you were acting in movies and stuff, I would do human, you know, human hair. I would do that. If you had to, like, if they say you got to have short hair or you got to, because, you know, when you go in movies, you have to do certain scenes. So if they told me I had to do that, I would wear like a short wig or blonde wig or something like that.
Okay, but
with my look at Viv. All right. Okay. Okay, Vivian. That looks nice, Viv. Now, who are you now?
My name is Eve from Adam and Eve, the first woman.
Well, ladies, you all look splendid. You all look
Okay.
really pretty. Really
I
pretty.
want to
You as
say
well,
this.
Miss Edith.
This is
I like
me.
that. I
Okay.
like that.
Now,
I like that.
I wear different styles. I wear different wigs. But and the reason why, because Chris could tell you, Viv too. I have long hair, okay, but mine's is thin, and it's soft like cotton, and you can't do anything with it. You really truly can't.
Yes.
Okay, a lot of times people think if you wear them, you don't have no hair. Okay, well, rather if you have it or you don't have it, that's your style. And long if you look good with it, you do you. Okay, today, the reason now I'm into changing colors. Y'all see that? I'll change the color quick. Even if I wear mine, people wouldn't even rather know if that's mine or not because I'm always switching up and I have the lamp. But my hair is that type that it draws up like cotton. You know, it draws up like cotton. You know, that's what type of hair we have, you know, and what have you. But I like different styles. I like different colors. I like to look different. Who's this girl now? Who's this girl today? Okay. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? You may be I may be Lady J later, but then I might be the other person. I just put it that way. You can put the name to
Marilyn
it.
Monroe.
That's right.
But you know
And
what?
I like for my man to feel like he's with somebody different. Like, you know what I mean? Just give him that, do the role play type thing. I have to say, sweetie, I love that look.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like that.
I
Yes,
love that
do.
look. It
Yes,
looks very nice.
yes,
I love switching up. I love
yes.
variety. At the end of the day,
That's
just
right.
like you said, I could be Eva today, and then later on, I could be Chanel. And
That's right.
listen, you have choices. I just
That's
can't
right.
look one specific way. I just have to
Me
change
either.
up, or I'll get
yeah. I'm the
bored.
That's
same.
right.
I will definitely get
That's
bored.
right.
So I love
That's
wearing the
right.
wigs because I can show all my different personalities.
Just have
Yeah,
fun with it.
yeah.
You
Just have
know,
fun, right?
that's the thing.
Yeah,
Just have fun with it.
yeah.
You
I know because
know,
I only do 3 styles. I don't have it like all them styles. I only do 3: ponytail, up in a bun, and then don't do too many.
but
Or
those are
curly,
your
curly.
style and you have fun
Yeah,
with it. Those
yeah,
And
your
they all
exactly.
look
style.
good on you.
You
They
know,
all
you
look
You
good
do
look
on
look
you.
good,
good
Dr.
in
Rock.
every
Yes.
single last one.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Thank
when we
you.
do our show again, we gonna have on a wig.
We gonna turn Dr. Rock out.
Roxanne
We gonna
gonna
get
come
her
in
wig
with a
for the
wig.
next show.
Guess what, y'all? Guess who I am today? I'm Roberta. I'm Roberta.
You funny.
Hey, Roberta.
Hey, I'm ready to go to the barbershop and be Sam. Okay, I want to get a haircut so bad. Mm,
But that's okay.
Ain't nothing like a
If
buzz
that's
cut.
what make you happy, that's what make you
Yes.
happy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just have
Yep.
fun with it. That's all I'm
Yes.
saying.
I'm not trying to scare my man though. It might scare him. I come up with a bald head. That might scare him a little bit.
That's okay. I mean, he loves you. Mhm. Yeah. You know, my topic is about domestic, how women, don't want to say nothing when they get abused and stuff, and how they get scared about it. I think they, should step up and, if I feel like if a man hits you just one time, he's going to do it again and again and again. And I believe, and it's not just a woman, it's about men too. Men get abused just as much as a woman get abused, and men get abused in ways that, far as mentally abused, a woman can always be very argumentative, or and a woman, and the man, far as physical, abuse the woman. And I feel like something should be done about that, where they can come up and they can talk about it, because a lot of times they scared because they think they're going to get, the man might kill them or something like that. So that, to me, that's important topic to talk about, because domestic abuse is really, really something that a lot of women are suffering from, and we don't realize it.
You absolutely right, Dr. Rock, because I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to start crying or anything, but I am a domestic violence survivor of 18 years. I was in a domestic situation for multiple years and no one actually knew about it. And the reason why nobody knew about it, I hid it from my friends, I hid it from my family, because just like you said, I was embarrassed. And I would hear all the time, oh, you would never let anybody do this to you, or you're not that stupid. It's not that you're not that stupid or you're strong enough. It's just you're going through mental situations and you have someone constantly telling you what you can and can't do, or how you're not good, or you're ugly, or you weigh too much, or you're not thin enough. Or the issue that I was going through was you're too dark, because they were light, or anybody they were dealing with was much lighter than what I was. So I had a complex of me feeling like I was too dark in complexion. So I would do things, and I would shift myself away from my family. So none of my family knew what I was going through until it got to the last moment where I was found in the back of somebody's trunk, halfway dead. And then they couldn't believe it. Like, I can't believe that you was going through this whole situation, Tiffany,
Oh
and you
my
never
God,
spoke about
Jesus.
it. And it was just all due to, like you said, I felt embarrassed. Like, I couldn't voice my opinion to let somebody, or even the closest people to me, know that this is something that I was dealing with, because I was just embarrassed.
God brought you through it. And by you coming through it, that made you a stronger woman. Which you went back in the past, I'm quite sure you would never allow that to happen to you again.
Not at all.
When you feel alone, sometimes when you feel alone, you crawl up in a shell. You understand what I'm saying? And just praying to God, because that's the only person that's protecting you at that time to get you out of that situation. Even though you were found in a trunk, you didn't come out dead. You still have your life. Okay, you still have your story. You're saying your testimony throughout all of that. And that made you a better person, sweetie. Okay, you're such a wonderful person. When it goes into complexion, yeah, it's sometimes some things happen with complexion. Okay, I was a darker child. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I never felt like I was, and I'm hugging you right now. I hope you feel my hug. Okay, I hope you feel my hug.
Thank you.
Really.
It's just very
Okay.
emotional. Sorry.
Yeah, and I know it is. But guess what? Sometime when we go through pain, no matter how old we get, in the back of our mind, that pain is still there. But you have a testimony to help somebody else out, because you're a survivor through all of that. Okay? I went through some things. I'm not going to pretend like I didn't. Okay? But I made it through. When it comes into a relationship, I'm no tolerance with a relationship like that. Okay? Because I would say bye quick, bye. I can't put myself through it because I've been through some other things as a child. Okay? So I'm one of those ones where mama could say, stop it, make this your last. But I'm the type of person, I don't hear that. If it's something abusive, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. I can't deal with that part, because a lot of times abuse comes when you're younger and it goes into when you're older. You got to learn how to be strong enough to come out of it. And who's the strongest person to stand through it with you is God. And that's how I had to come through a lot of stuff,
Right, right.
through the grace of
Yep.
God.
Yes,
So,
yes. What I want to say to Tiffany, God bless you, you know, um, and everything that you were saying as far as your complexion, you're a beautiful, beautiful complexion lady. You're beautiful all together, inside and out, Tiffany.
that's right.
And when I knew you and met you, you was always a beautiful person, inside and out. So what you endured, that person had insecurities about himself. Okay, it wasn't about you, it was about himself. He was mad with himself. So because I've never been through abuse, but I have been through um which is terrible too, when you go through a lot of far as abuse, with your mental abuse, you know um where he would break my stuff, break everything that I own. Okay, If you know, he's getting mad at me and he'll break my table or something, and he'll break this, and I just board it, stuff like that, or get mad at me because I won't let you hold my car. You're gonna break my windows out of my car. So I have been through that, but I just have been through the, where the abuse, as far as hitting me or physically abusing me. But I just tell you that God has blessed you, Tiffany, to talk about it, to discuss it, and I just applaud you because you are a strong woman, and I applaud you for that.
I would like to say that when I was growing up, me being light skinned, a lot of times people think that when you were light skinned, you were treated differently. I was treated horribly because they thought I was white, and then I thought I was better. So everybody of color, we all went through things, just us being black people and black people not knowing who they are. Black people make all colors of people. My father told me, who's very dark skinned, he told me I could not be his child because I was too yellow. And I grew up all my life thinking that I was too yellow to be my father's child. But as I got older, I looked just exactly like him. And abuse, we as old as women, we need to start putting on maybe little programs for young girls to learn what abuse is, to spot abuse. Because every relationship I was ever in was abusive. I think I even went out and sought abusive men because my father was abusive. And a lot of times we don't know how to pick people that aren't abusive if we were always in an abusive relationship. So we got to start doing things to help our young sisters when this pandemic is over. Maybe we could write some plays, Janine, about spotting abuse when you're younger and not leaning towards that, so we could save our young girls.
Abuse comes in all forms. Abuse comes in a lot of forms. So it's good to know. Mm-hmm.
This topic is a very touchy situation for me as well. Sweetie, I commend you for being the strong woman that you are. I've been through abusive relationships with almost every relationship I was in. The last one was for 29 years. I would leave and I would go back. Each time I went back, it got worse. I was beaten a lot of times. The last time he tried to kill me, he wrapped my mouth up with duct tape. He took his hand and put it up on my chin like this to the point where I couldn't breathe. Mind you, I still had the tape around my mouth. My eyes were bulging literally out of my head. I could not breathe. The only thing that saved me then was I gained the strength to kick this man in his jewels, which got him off of me. That next morning, my things were packed and I left. This is after 29 years. Now, a few years before that, we got into an altercation where I had a contusion? What's the lump on your head? A contusion? I had that, but I couldn't take that anymore. I wound up stabbing him. Okay. And that gave me 3 months in jail. But because I was released was because every time I was beaten, I reported it. I guess I went through it because I felt very low self-esteem. My abuse started from childhood as well. And what I can say is, I'm glad you're out of it. I'm glad you're out of it. I'm glad I'm out of it. I've never been as happy as I am today. So when you started talking about that, it was like real touchy. I mean, I was feeling it. I was feeling everything. I couldn't say anything. Lady J will tell you, I've gone through a lot, and this is the happiest that I've ever been in my life. When we were talking earlier about the holidays, how people are miserable around the holidays. Every year around this time, I hated it. I didn't want to hear a Christmas carol. I didn't want to see a turkey. I didn't want to see a tree. I didn't want to be around my family. I didn't want to do anything. This year, I'm giving. I didn't buy any gifts. I didn't want to receive any gifts. This year, I'm giving. And I thank God for giving me the life that I have today.
Chris, you, even though you were the last one to come in to talk, because I was watching everybody, you got it off of your chest. When
Yes.
you can talk about your problems that you've been through, that's a good thing, because that's a step of moving forward with your life. Okay? What I would say and suggest is to never go back to that type of situation anymore. Once God bring you out of it, you got to stay out of it, because you don't know if you get back into it. You don't know if you're going to come out of it. Okay? He gave you life. Your life is still here. You're doing better within your life. Yes, I do know that you did not celebrate the holidays and all that stuff because it came from certain things that you were dealing with in your life. But God gave you life to this year. You can do things and
Yes.
willingly to want to do those things. And that's a great thing. So throughout that, I go back into, I love everyone. I love you. I love you, Chrissy Chris. I love you, Sweet Tea. And I have to applaud the both of you to having the strength to come out to
Out
talk
and
about what you've been through, because that's helping somebody else that's out in the audience to say, you know what? Look at what they're talking about, and look at what I'm going through. If they could come out of it and share their story, then we could come out of this too, or I could come out of this too. And if you're
yeah.
out in the audience and you want to reach out to talk to any of these ladies, the number to dial is 866 502-8002, extension 9, and say, I would love to talk to Sweet Tea or Chrissy Chris because I heard their story, or Vivian, or Dr. Rock or myself. But when you know a person went through these things, it's best to talk to that person that shared their stories, because they walked that walk. Okay, it's hard to talk to people that's just in the books and trying to tell you something because I read it in the book and I passed the test on my whatever test that I was taking up, and because I was in school and I had to get out of this because I passed the test. But when you communicate with somebody that been through that already, they are the best persons that can teach you and show you how you could come out of it. So with that, with what we're talking about, this is the end of our show for this week. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Know what Thanksgiving is about, okay? It's not only about cooking up food, okay? It's not only about whatever. It's about togetherness, being together with your family, being together with your friends. We're going through the pandemic and some of us can't get out. Some of us shouldn't get out. We have to protect ourselves, okay? We have to protect ourselves in order to protect others. It ain't all about us. It's about the whole surrounding of people. Okay, but it starts with us. Keep your strength. Seek God at all times, not when you need Him. When you're going through something, seek Him every second of the day. Thank Him for another day of breath throughout the whole day. We're talking right now, and we can be gone the next breath. Okay? Be your sister keeper. Brothers, be your brother's keeper. How about we just be the keeper to one another, okay? I love you. I love you. We love you. Right, ladies? Okay? We love you. Thank God for you. We welcome you. We thank you for watching our show. Take care of yourself, okay? Because it's a love thing. Bye.